Fucking hell.
Right.
No,
Now we need to do this.
5mm shit.
He loves it all. Look at him. He's just switched off. So I can't even look
I
at
am
her.
not awake.
I can't even look at her.
Are you okay today? You're not okay, are you?
Hello and welcome to our Creative Commune podcast with myself, Bea, Pete and Laura. We'll be chatting all things photography, videography and just having a general chat over a coffee like we do most days.
Let's start.
Good morning.
Sleepy
Morning.
Got some sleepy faces. Why are we all so tired?
I don't know.
Do you want to start? Oh, I've been thinking about pipes.
Okay.
I came down this morning and our fridge and freezer was just, it's like a built-in, you know, it's built into the cupboards. It wasn't built in anymore, it was just in the middle of the room.
That you took out in the middle
It
of
was
the night.
8:30. It was 8:30.
In the middle of the night?
8:30 in the morning.
I don't think you were up thinking about pipes. I think you were,
Yeah, me screwing shit downstairs.
I mean, I wasn't really paying
What
attention.
time did you wake up?
I woke up at a
I
reasonable
brought you a
hour.
cup of tea at about
Well,
half 7.
I went to bed at 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
feeling quite tired. But then my brain starts going like, oh, Betty's shower tray.
Yeah, just to give this some context,
Yeah.
at the moment you are doing a lot of DIY construction and
Yes.
building an
Ensuite,
ensuite
yeah.
for Betty.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you're doing all of that yourself, so that's
Doing
why
it all
you're
myself,
thinking
yeah.
about it.
I always try to do everything myself just because my dad, when we were growing up, he was like, boy, you've got to do it all yourself, okay? It's not hard, it's just simple pipes and measurements and all this.
Cut
an
to you.
engineer.
Cut to you.
Yeah.
Away.
So I always do my own shit, but
Yeah.
because I'm not a plumber, if you make one mistake, you know, you could flood the whole fucking house, couldn't you?
Sure.
So I spend
I
a lot of
have
time.
absolute confidence in you. I know it would be great.
Yeah, it'll get there.
Everything you've done so far has been great.
But I'm lying there in bed thinking like, oh, that pipe needs to go under the floorboard like that, and that pipe needs to go like, what about the macerator? And it just, my brain just goes like a million miles an hour.
And then you just get out of bed and move the fridge.
Yeah. So I had an idea last night. Rather than going through two massive stone walls.
No. I can't.
You're going through the fridge instead.
I'm going down through the fridge unit and into an existing
Do we
pipe.
really need all this?
Yeah.
Do we?
The people want to know.
They do
Where
want to know.
are the
They might
pipes?
get some
Yeah.
top tips.
Even
Where's the
I don't
macerator
need
coming?
this information.
Yeah, you just like, okay, cool, let me know when it's done.
Yeah.
Liam said to me,
Look, this
"So
is-
you're not listening, are you? You're not interested?" I was like,
You're not, no. But this is the good thing about our pod. It's not just about photography, you know.
"It's a
Macerators and pipes too. We're getting a new carpet next week in our
Oh,
room.
lovely.
Yeah.
So
What sort of grabbers have you got on the edges?
what underlays are go for?"
No idea.
squishy one.
No idea of anything.
I am genuinely like really lamely excited about the new carpet. You know, it's the
Yeah.
little things in life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll spend like the first day walking on it in like bare feet, and then after
Yeah.
that, fuck it, muddy boots.
I know.
Good God, no.
No?
Have you seen how expensive carpet is these days?
Give it a week.
It's like, it's got like the tiniest room and it's got like 700 quid. It's crazy.
Nora.
Yeah.
Have you gone for one of those like
No.
Thick
the
pile.
thick piles?
I mean, it's
Wasn't
squishy.
an
It's not like
expensive one,
a
though.
cheap carpet, but it's like, you know, like in the middle. It's not one of the like crazy, you know,
Yeah.
but it is almost white, which could be a.
Yeah.
Did you get the one with the the loops?
I don't know.
Because they say like if you've got a
No,
cat,
I don't know.
don't get the
No, I
looped
don't
one.
think we do have a looped one.
because the cat's like.
No. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Getting fitted next week. Very
Yeah.
excited.
Did we talk? Had we fitted Albert's desk last
no,
time?
this is since the last pod,
Oh.
isn't it? Because
We are
we've had
now
the-
a DIY podcast.
All we do. Who cares about weddings?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's all about the DIY, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
We've got a local like wood merchant, what they called like sawmill. What?
Yeah, sawmill.
Yeah. So they cut our little bit of kitchen worktop down to size. It's like having multiple dads basically every time I went there. And we're like, I've measured this. And they're like, you know, they cut it down to that. And then we put the piece of wood in, and our house is so wonky that like the back wall, so it was perfect at the sides.
Your classic cottage wall.
And it's like 4 centimeters, like, you know, like further away from the wall on one side. So I like measured it out and
Took it back to the dads.
And I took it back to the dads, yeah, and they cut it all out for me. And
They
then it
even
fit
drew him a little
perfectly.
diagram of like how to build this desk.
They
Like,
did.
here you go,
They were like,
this is
what's
what
your
you
plan?
need to do.
And I was like, well, I'm going to do these, some batons. And they started sketching it all out.
I
And I'm
think
like,
they would have done
I
it
love
for
these
you as
guys.
well,
I
you
reckon
know?
they would. Yeah.
It's definitely worth going to your local wood merchant, isn't it?
I can't recommend them enough.
I love them.
ASC and Chorley, get on down there.
But they cut it for you, and then you walk out. Oh, that was cheap. You know, going
So
to the,
cheap.
It was so cheap.
It was basically free.
So, because we were in Inchyra, weren't we? The day before,
looking
'cause
for
we were
like
thinking,
offcuts of worktop because it's just like literally like like a little tiny area that we thought, oh, we'll make a desk. Just put a bit of work, like real wood worktop across, and it was like £200 basically. Basically, you have to buy like a whole stretch of worktop, and then we don't.
and
need
even
that
the
much.
laminates were like over 100.
Everything's laminate now as well. This is my bugbear. It's very hard to find a real piece of wood.
And I turned up at ASC, saw a bit of worktop, thought that'll do.
How much was it?
A
It
bit
was like
thinner than I would have
£20.
wanted.
It was
It was
so
£25.
cheap.
Has anyone
Betty
done
was
any work?
Yes.
Oh, well done.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I have done work. I did. Liam had a wedding last week for a fellow wedding photographer.
Yeah.
yes.
And I put together the early previews
Yeah.
over the weekend, over the Easter weekend, might I add. I worked
Amazing.
over the Easter weekend. I love them. And it's just like, this is so cute.
Yeah.
And maybe did a few more than I normally would have done.
Yeah. Well,
was a
I'm
nice
sure
wedding.
he'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was-
Tom Biddle.
Oh.
Nice
Yeah.
guy, photographer, landscape architect, and photographer.
Not one.
Yeah.
And it was up in Scotland, wasn't it?
It was up in Scotland, yeah.
Yeah, you guys followed the venue actually. I have to get this right because I know we had some Scottish listeners.
Okay, go on, I'm excited.
Please don't do it in a Scottish
Do
accent.
the accent. Do the accent.
It's called the Byre at Inchyra.
Yeah.
You know it,
The
yeah?
Byre
Yeah, yeah,
Inchyra, that is
Yeah.
a cool
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, that's a lovely venue.
Really nice,
Really
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, yeah. I mean, it was typical Scottish weather. So they got married outside in the walled garden,
Nice.
which was lovely. It was
In the
cold.
glorious sunshine.
No, it was cold. And then it just started to rain sideways and windy, and it's Perthshire though, isn't it? It's Scotland, so
Okay.
it was part of it.
I'm pretty sure the Byre in Inchyra has a Farron Bull colour named after it.
Does it?
So,
No way, really? Wow.
Nice.
Inchyra blue. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you know the gate thing.
Yeah.
You'll have seen it.
It was a great day. I worked with a really nice videographer. What was his name? James.
No,
from
you didn't.
Can't say his company name.
Oh my
Brian.
God.
Very
Right.
good.
He was
Brian,
so
Laura would have to
nice.
edit it out
fella.
anyway, oh,
He
yeah.
was so nice.
But I had a good laugh with him, even though he ran over the the tins that kind of dangle behind the car.
The cans.
He backed over those when we were trying to get past.
Well,
this
I mean, they're
triumph.
hardly,
Oh no!
they're hardly precious,
Totally
are they?
no.
And just
It was
crushed them all flat.
crushed them all flat.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was funny. What was he called?
Yeah.
Let's find him. Yeah.
We also had some exciting news this morning. We just breached 30,000 followers
Oh
on
my
Instagram.
goodness! Oh my god, that is
I mean,
so
it
many
will
people.
drop back down. I can guarantee next time I look, it'll be like
How far over
29,000.
is it though? 'Cause
Two over.
Danger. Right?
That's amazing, though. That's
Everyone,
so
tell
many.
your friends, get them all to follow. You need to be like,
Whilst
100 over.
we're on following, should we ask people to
follow
us.
Follow.
follow us?
We don't have
subscribe-
30,000 followers on our creative commune, do we?
No.
No.
No, it takes time.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Do
Yeah,
all the
find
things,
us on Instagram.
please, 'cause
Yeah.
it helps.
Yes.
It makes us feel better, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Followers.
I just got 2 really exciting notifications.
Oh.
My running machine is 3 stops away.
Oh, exciting.
Oh no!
Did
do
you
need
order
to,
it from Decathlon?
No.
No.
Need to run home now.
I need to leave.
Yeah, like where are they delivering this to?
And also, I have had an increase in my HRV.
Oh,
Ooh, because of the running.
it must be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still terrible. What is your HRV? Because mine is 34.1, which is terrible.
Is that bad?
Yeah, really
No,
bad.
I think you're
But
not
I mean,
supposed to compare between people, are you?
No.
You're
I
supposed to
never
just
sleep.
compare to yourself.
I never sleep, so
So mine's bad because it's telling me, yeah, my recovery's low. 76.
see that's what I want.
Is
Mine
that
needs to be
good?
over 100 for it to tell me I'm doing all right. But it's
Wow.
personal. What are you saying, Liam?
Talking about another videographer.
Yeah. Well, I picked him up and I need to mention his name.
do
now,
need to
yeah.
mention
James from Rayburn Films.
That's not difficult to say.
He was thrown off by the venue.
I was, yeah.
Did he say Rayburn with a Scottish accent?
Rayburn, yeah. He's from Glasgow, lovely guy, like young fella. But yeah, spot on guy. Enjoyed working with him, yeah.
Nice.
He'll create great films and run over your dingly dangly cans.
Yeah, easily done.
Yeah. You had a wedding?
Yeah.
Where were you?
I was in the lakes.
Local?
Kind of local, yeah.
Local.
Yeah, you
wedding.
didn't stay anywhere. You drove from home, did a wedding, and drove home.
And it was great because like a lot of the guests were like, "Oh, you've come a long way." It's like, "No, I haven't. Hour and a half in the car. Like, I didn't sleep in a
miles.
hotel. Like, this is great."
Nice.
Yeah. So it was.
It was their like family home, wasn't it? Like
Family
marquees in
home.
the garden.
And like this family, like they make basically like all the cakes for like Costa and like loads
cool.
of other places. So like
cool.
commercial bakery, Bell's Bakery.
Did they have a lot of cake at the wedding?
They did.
Nice.
But it was more in the kitchen than, like as part of the
Display.
wedding itself.
Yeah.
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 Like they just had loads of these beautiful cakes.
They probably
like,
have that
in
every
the, in
day.
the little home kitchen.
What a dream.
They're all so skinny. I don't understand.
Maybe you get over it if you're
What?
surrounded by cake all the time.
That's what the bride said, because I was saying that. Like, how are you so skinny?
How can you
Like,
live?
How? And they're like, well, we've been around the cakes like all your life. Because it's like commercial cake production.
When you
so
see
it's-
how they're
So
made.
it's not like, beautiful like flour.
Yeah,
like,
you're not in a
gliding
cute
through the
little
air,
bakery.
little
The
kitchen.
novelty
Yeah.
wears off. It's like potato farmers. They're not having mashed potato every night,
I
are they?
don't think so.
No?
I think they just must have a, super strong willpower.
Yeah, must do.
Because
I think we'd eat a lot of cake.
we
would,
eat
yeah.
a lot of cake. A lot of cake.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what else happened at the wedding then? What was the vibe? It was quite chilled, wasn't it? They were both quite chilled people.
Yeah, super
which is
chilled.
good.
They didn't want many like group shots or portraits.
Just wanted to have fun.
The photographer Lucy, Clara Cooper,
Yeah.
photography, who's lovely. She was like, need some more portraits.
Yeah.
Because they gave her like 2 minutes.
It always feels
3
so
minutes.
weird, doesn't it, when
Yeah.
you don't do any portraits? Even if people say beforehand, like, "Oh, we don't really want to do many portraits," you
Yeah.
still think in the back of your head, like, "Yeah, but you might want some."
We didn't have
like
any
later.
at our wedding.
Do you wish you
And I
had?
really wish we had.
Yeah, we were young though and rather drunk.
Yeah.
I think that was probably why.
Well, I think this bride and groom were just like wanted
They
to
just wanted
enjoy
to be
the
there.
party.
Yeah, we were.
And I think Lucy's totally fine with that. But I know from like choreographing weddings when
Feels stressful,
when
doesn't it?
people are like, "Oh, like I don't want any portraits," you're like,
Yeah.
"Any?"
Do you need a few?
I know.
Yeah.
I wish I had a couple.
yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, even just 5 minutes of just a few
Yeah.
simple shots of you both just having a cuddle.
Well, looking
That's
at the
probably all.
footage, it seemed like that she did the perfect thing, like we would have done if we were photographing it, where you just grab a few. So just before they go in for the meal, like, "Oh, just get together over here." Like, just did a
Yeah.
couple then, rather than there being a session
Yeah.
of portraits, just like
Well,
squeezing them
They
in.
did a handful inside the. There were 2 marquees, and like the one was like covered
2
in flowers.
marquees. What do?
Yeah, so one was like where they ate, and they
And one
just
for the
ate.
ceremony?
And no, the ceremony was at a local church.
for the
And
night.
everyone was like, they would like, basically everyone in this village were like queued up outside,
Crowds.
like it was the royal wedding.
So
No
cute.
way. Sounds like a Greek wedding, not that the whole village turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other marquee
Like a
was
party
for like the mingling before the meal.
So you don't. That's quite
And-
good, isn't it? Especially if you have bad weather.
Yeah.
And you don't have to
Yeah.
like turn down a room and make it into something else.
Yeah.
And it was also for the dance floor at night, so it meant like they could finish the meal,
Yeah.
final speech,
I love it
first
when
man
there's no
speech,
turnaround.
and then all walk in. I love it, but also when it's
I know,
just me,
you don't get a gap.
because like the best man speech ended, and
Now
then,
they're gonna
and
dance.
then it's just like, and then they're gonna go through to the for the first dance and the other marquee, and I'm like, microphone, unplug my recorder, put my 3 tripods away, pack up my cameras.
While the
like,
photographer's like, this is amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, just like judging, like there's still people in the room. I've got time. This is fine. Everything's fine.
My least favourite thing shooting a wedding, though, is like anything that makes me feel bored. Like a pointlessly long wait
Yeah.
for anything. That's the bit where I'm like, I am tired.
No, wasn't
I'd
that.
rather just like keep going.
Yeah, totally.
I'd rather it was manic.
It's that bit after the meal, isn't it, where you're like, flipping it, come on, get on with the
and you're
dancing.
Like, what time is the first dance? Oh, it's in 5 hours.
Well, there was none of that.
And the
into it.
band's there, like eating the sandwiches, faffing around with wires. You're like, stop eating your fucking sandwiches.
They're not even got changed yet.
But I think that's the joy of it being in 2 separate locations. So the band could be set up, sound tested, checked all the lights, and then when the people come in, they're ready to go.
Yeah, totally.
Because there's so many weddings, like they do like 30 seconds of a song, and like when it's a party wedding, like people get up on the dance floor just for the sound test, don't they? And they're like, we're not ready yet. And you're like,
2 marquees though, eh?
Yeah, big wedding, wasn't it?
yeah.
But
Really
it was so
cool.
nice to like have some film to make. It was good.
Yeah.
I like doing it.
We had to work over the Easter weekend as well.
Yeah, very strange, but like nice. It was like, oh yeah, I remember how to do this.
Yeah.
I even remember
took me
Final
so
Cut
long.
shortcuts.
It took me so
Yeah.
long. I was really out of practice with it.
You know what got me? As soon as I was trying, it was like I was trying to do it in my spare time, because like within seconds of me starting to do anything, everybody wanted me. You know, it was like, Mummy. I'm just like, I just need everyone to shut up. It was mad.
Was it Pete? Mummy!
And Pete. Lots of flame. Suddenly I'm in great demand.
tea?
At first I was hiding on the bed, just like, and then people follow me in there. So then I'm like literally moving around the house, just trying to hide, just to like make this preview.
And then she's like, oh, we need to move house because I need like a separate office.
Well,
And I'm
the office?
That's what I'm like, just go there. She's like, it's raining.
It was
like
raining.
barely spitting.
It was raining, so we
like-
either need a covered tunnel to the office, or we need like an underground.
You need to just carry an umbrella.
Oh, fine.
There are umbrellas in there.
I
There's
guess.
umbrellas by the back.
It's so toasty in there. I went in there the other day and it was so nice and warm.
Can you get a log burner in there?
No.
That'd be amazing.
And
Probably, I don't know.
Should do
No.
that.
as we've deduced from your human design, caves are your place where you should be hanging out. So
Yeah,
that's quite
exactly.
cave-like.
Shut all the curtains, hide in the cave. Nobody will know I'm there. I'd be quite happy. Yeah.
Oh, the groom ran his own, like he was a PT. So he ran his own gym from...
That's cool.
Was he really
He
buff?
Solid.
was really buff. So like he turned up in the morning like to the bride's house to pick up something. And so I went out to say hi, and he was in his shorts, and his legs were like this big. And I'm like, whoa, that's, and his calves are that big as well. It's like, okay, cool. That's what we're dealing with today. And then when I was saying bye to him, I just like, touching my shoulder. I was like, fucking hell, like, it's like shoulder should be there, but you're touching there, and it's like rock hard.
He's
you're
a
like,
pro.
this is creepy. Like, well done, you. Yeah.
Good effort.
Good effort. I mean, that's not easy.
Did it
is
inspire you to get more buff than you already are?
Was it like, it goes one of two ways, and it's either inspirational or like, what is the point?
Felt a bit like that, yeah. Felt like.
Would you like an arm that looked like a thigh? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would. I think I'd like that.
Would you? Yeah. Would you like massive, like ripply pecs?
Told you I need all the steroids. That's why.
Right.
It's the only way it's happening.
No.
Know what to get you for your birthday this year.
Yeah.
Make the call. Yeah.
We just got an interesting text message, didn't we, from a planner while we were sat here preparing for the pod, asking if we offered
35 mil.
Is this
And
the
it's
thing people are requesting
Film,
now?
I'm guessing they mean by that.
Well, yeah, 35 mil film, and like I'm aware that it's becoming more popular because people talk about it a lot. But also, if you look at our Google Ads and some of the things that people type in, some of it is
Are people searching for
It's
it?
interesting because
people
one of the
searching for
topics
it.
that I was going to that I'd found for us to talk about today was in fact about film and about what are we giving to people if, like, what?
Yeah,
What?
like the logistics of it. So if you were going to do this, how much are you going to charge extra money?
Yes.
What are you going to prepare people like? Will it take longer? How many will they get? Can you guarantee any of it?
Which
know?
parts of the day do you use?
Which part of the day do you do?
Yeah.
Do you do like one? Do you just have this camera in your bag, and obviously you do a few portraits? Do you do a few like we're putting a dress on? Do you do a few just like various bits of the day?
Well, no. When I've watched people that shoot film,
yeah,
like they do like a bridal portrait or two.
yeah.
If anyone's doing group shots in the morning, they'll do a few film for that.
Yeah.
It's all the
pose
posy
things.
bits.
Yeah, so it's
Posed.
calm and
Yeah.
slow, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like you just like, oh shit, I need to get a film version of everything,
Yeah.
which would be quite easy to do.
What's the appeal of the 35mm?
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
Nostalgia.
The,
Yeah.
the look of it.
The look.
And then there's the kind of like the authenticity of
Yeah.
it being like a a real physical medium.
Yeah.
Even though they just use the scans and look at the
Yeah.
monograms, so.
So you could achieve the same thing, couldn't you? With a digital camera, couldn't you?
Yeah, the
Because all
exact
you're
same
doing.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Well,
but
we know that.
nowadays
but
we can
people-
emulate it, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And like cameras are so good, and if they're looking at something that's like so good quality in 4K, and then they're looking at, we're not talking about medium format. It's not going to be good quality. It's
I
going to
think
be
that's also
35
part of it,
mil.
though, isn't it? They want to, the whole like digital has a harsh, clinical, clean,
Yeah,
overly
that's what I
sharp
mean.
look.
It's the opposite of that, isn't it? It's not
Okay.
clinical. It's not HD.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
see the pores. It's possibly slightly out of focus.
And we don't have
No
that
one
problem
cares.
because our lenses are all a bit battered, so
Well,
there'll
that's
be no
exactly the
clinical
look.
sharpness.
Yeah.
Could like a good way of doing this would be to maybe just have like a small compact with a fixed lens.
Yeah,
35mm
exactly.
camera.
yeah.
Because it sounds like you probably don't need to be using prime lenses, fast lenses, depth of
No,
field, all that. It's
no.
irrelevant.
Keep it simple.
So maybe you could just have a little shitty Pentax
I don't
Yeah.
think it
where you
is.
just pull out and like snap,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Pentaxes. Yeah.
Yes,
A little
that.
silver Pentax.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to be shitty.
It doesn't need to be.
why is that the adjective?
No,
in
it's like,
choosing?
don't even look. Definitely look.
I don't know, because like the whole shitty. We say shitty, but it's. But
I'm not.
But it's
I like
the kind
it.
of the energy and the authenticity is like the vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not shitty. It's just
No,
like,
it's
spontaneous.
It's that quick, spontaneous snapshot
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
snapshot. Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough and ready.
Rough and ready.
Yeah.
Unpolished.
Yes.
I think you
Snappy.
should try it and report back.
But
Yeah.
then what are we doing? How are we pricing it? What are we giving them?
Well,
What-
if you're giving them 35mm and you're giving them like a roll of 35mm, it's not worth it. It's not going to cost you a fortune.
But I'm giving them the
It's
roll.
quite expensive to
No, no, no.
process a roll
We've got
of
to
film,
process
though.
50 quid.
Yeah, how much?
I think it's like 45 quid
Fucking
per
what?
roll to get
Per
it scanned.
roll.
To
You
get
could
it
just give
scanned to
them
a
the
decent
roll.
quality.
You could just shoot the
Here
day.
you go.
There you go.
Like-
It's your roll.
Good luck at boots. Where do they even develop film now for
Snappy
normal
snaps.
people? I don't even
Oh,
know.
but they'll just take the film out and try and have a look. Be like, well, you ruined it now. You didn't develop it first, did you?
I was saying before, can't I just use my digital camera and go,
Fake
so they
it.
think that I'm taking
Interesting.
35mm.
So we need to have an iPhone app, right? So you need a phone case that looks like a film camera.
They do
Yeah.
Press
that.
the button and then it makes the noise.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Good way around it.
It's so much effort, you know.
I think it could be cute though. You could give them a really nice little finished product.
Yeah, exactly. You could
You
print
can
them
give
out.
ribbons.
They could have a little box.
Like a little box,
of
not
prints.
ribbons.
Yeah, but the box has got a ribbon around it.
Has it?
If it's all like Kish and
Depends on the box, you know.
Maybe we should put a tab on our web. I'm noticing photographers now on the main menu are having like a tab at the top saying 35mm. We could do the same, even though we haven't got any, but we could just put some filters over our current photographs, pass them off as 35mm, and start getting some people who are interested.
People do
That's
that.
called lying.
Yeah, people do that. People do that though.
course they do.
And how is that different from when people do those style shoots and like, here's a wedding in Italy? I
You
did.
know, though,
Yeah,
I do
true.
love the fact that it does, like, you need to know what you're doing in order to take You know, it's not like a digital camera. It's
Not
like
really.
bish bash bomb.
Not really. You can still just put it on.
Do you not remember
auto.
everyone used to use like film cameras and we all got pictures back
Yeah,
from booths?
you don't need to know what
It's
you're
not
doing.
that hard.
Especially if you're just doing portraits outside.
Yeah.
Like, it is
Yeah.
pretty.
But
pretty
they've all
point
got
and
light
shoot.
meters inside them.
Yeah.
And like that's the whole idea. If it's like not perfectly in focus or not perfectly exposed, that's
Yeah.
the whole idea.
Okay.
When's your next wedding? I really think you should just get a roll and.
Yeah.
It's in Spain.
Well, there you go.
So we could try it in
That's a
Spain.
good launch, and then you could just do a little
Film through
Insta
the
post.
X-ray machine just to get you started.
Yeah. I mean, have you got one of the nifty 50s Canon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
Okay. Shall I try it in Spain
Yeah, I think you should.
with the nifty 50 and
It's
what's
worth giving
that-
it a
what's
go.
that film
I'd
camera
much
you've got?
prefer to do that, like to do film stuff, because I love all that kind of shit,
Yeah.
rather than doing like, content creation. You know, that
Yeah.
doesn't sit that well with me.
okay.
Like trying to film something.
Yeah.
Whereas,
But the thing is,
Yeah.
it's all quite overwhelming because I've got like 2 cameras now. A lot of people say, oh, you know, get some behind the scenes stuff. So you've got your 360 there as well.
You
and
haven't
now
got your 360
well,
there.
I
So
should,
ignore
I should
that. Ignore that. I think just go to Spain, shoot the wedding as normal, and just be like, right, I'm going to get some portraits. You don't need to even
if
do it all
just
day.
do one
Okay.
roll of film.
be. I'll use
Yeah.
the EOS 3.
Yeah.
Classic camera.
Yeah.
I could have that here with a nifty 50 on it.
Yeah.
I'll do some shit, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Can't shoot it wide open now. It's going to have to be like 5.6 or something.
Why?
Because that's the look in it.
Oh, that's a look. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that then. A few portraits maybe, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But then where are we getting it to?
Yeah, if anybody does shoot film,
Can
let
you-
us know
can you help us?
where you get it developed, because there'll be a great range in.
I used to shoot film and we used to get it developed in Guernsey.
Is PFD still going?
No idea. This is what I
place in
mean.
Manchester
It's been
we
like
used to go.
10 years since we fiddled with film, when we had
Yeah.
our medium format era.
Like Contax.
Yeah.
That was a nice camera.
I
So
love the camera.
nice.
And we've got a picture of my grandma.
And I love
like,
it.
up
And
on
it is
the wall in
better
Albert's
because
room.
it's shot on film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has a
Yeah,
vibe.
that was a really. What did he sell it?
Yeah. Only camera we've made money on.
Yeah, it
Bought it for like
became really.
$1,200. Sold it for $3,000.
No,
It
Yeah.
became really fashionable, didn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah,
it had like chrome on it and stuff, didn't it? The Contax.
such a nice camera.
No.
No,
You know,
it
the
was
best
black.
thing about that camera was the noise it made when you took a photo. It was like I literally am like, am I ranking? This is like, right.
Yeah.
like a popping noise.
Like
or something.
No, just because like the mirror's like big,
It's like-
got the size of your hand.
It was just like, and you could feel it, and it was just like, this, I have made it.
And then the fact you had to take the like the dark, like the metal slide out
Oh,
before you
yeah.
could take pictures, didn't you? Oh,
How many cameras do you have?
don't have that anymore.
We've
But
sold a lot. I don't
Yeah.
know.
How many? What have you got left?
I reckon
What?
there's still about
Film
11
cameras.
cameras in the house.
Yeah,
11,
Probably
oh.
quite a lot. I've still got a few film cameras as well.
Yeah,
We've got an EOS 3, haven't we?
yeah. It's
We
on the
love
shelf.
that. And then I've got a Yashica mat, which is like a Rolleiflex thing, you know, that you look down
Yeah.
into.
Where's that gone?
It's on the shelf.
Is it still there? I've not seen that.
Yeah,
photo
I
you
just
sent
can't
me.
afford medium format film, Pete.
Oh, God, no.
Otherwise, I would use it.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
I had a 6x17.
Oh yeah,
Camera.
you did. You had a panoramic.
large
yeah.
format.
Yeah. Well, it's panoramic, isn't
That's
it?
Yeah,
so
6
cool.
by-
Yeah, because at uni I did
For
landscape.
Is that the
photography.
Fuji one?
Well, I couldn't afford that.
No.
Alright,
That was
okay.
like thousands. But when I
Yeah.
came out of university, I was landscape photographer. So I had a Mamiya 6x45. Loved those. And I used to take these shots where I use a spot meter. So you're like, oh, there's a hill and this, like take little readings. And
Yeah.
that's how I used to do my landscapes. And then I wanted this Fuji, the 6x17. But even back then, it was like $3,000.
Yeah.
So I bought this Chinese version.
Yeah.
That was about 400 quid. But it had like the plate at the back. So you had to use like the
The curtain.
like that, and there was a
Curtain.
plate.
Oh my God! Imagine taking us to a wedding now. They'd lose their mind.
And it was all upside down. You're like, what the fuck's going on?
You should do group shots on that.
But weirdly, I shot a roll.
Behind the scenes, I can see this going viral.
Oh my God, what a vibe.
What a vibe.
I'm a sinner though. I shot a roll with it.
You're a
and I
sinner.
Never got it developed.
We still have the film. It's just in a box, just like
You should
rattling
get it
around.
developed.
I should see what's on it. Yeah.
My EOS 3 has a roll of film on it from lockdown. We took pictures of Albert, and there's
Black and white film
There's like
there, isn't
3
there?
shots left on the roll. And
Get
I-
it out!
But I kind of want to like leave it there, you know, and do it in like 5 years and it'll be fucked. You know, it'll come back just like...
Oh, but that's the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how
Only
good is
half a
that?
frame.
I built it up too much now. They're
You got a
probably all
Polaroid
shit.
as well.
Have I got a Polaroid?
Because we've got a Polaroid. You should just take that to
No,
weddings.
I don't think we do have a Polaroid, do we? I've got a little Instax thing, you know, like the
Yeah,
one
we've
you've
got the Instax as well.
Yeah.
Do you think people are going to want 35mm pictures, or would they be happy with a little box full of Polaroids? Do you think? What would people?
I mean,
35mm is...
35 mil.
Well, the film thing's nothing new to us. I mean, that's how I started.
I know.
Yeah.
I think we should just give it a go. I
Yeah,
love
and
it. I'm
if
fully on
people
board.
are wanting it and searching for it and embracing it,
Yeah.
you know, I have nothing bad to say about
And now's the
film.
perfect time because now like, weddings have started again. You can get them out straight away and get it
Yeah.
promoted. And
Yeah,
I
playing.
love these polar opposites at the moment. Like you've got film kind of making resurgence. You've got, but then on the opposite side of the spectrum, you've got AI absolutely killing it.
Oh,
and
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's they go together though,
Yeah,
don't they?
the two
'Cause, like,
extremes.
no, because like it's a bit of a reaction to like
The robots
people
taking
have been
over the
using
world.
AI to edit pictures for a while, and maybe this is like a few photographers are like,
Yeah.
that's ripping the soul out. I want to go back to film because you can't do
Imagine if
AI.
Liam shot everything on film and you just didn't have to edit anything.
See, the battle I would
Fish
have
and nails.
shooting on
10,000 film pictures to cull. 50 grand a wedding, developing costs.
True.
Did you see the after shoot? You know who we use to AI edit, like base edit our photos.
Yeah.
Have introduced AI retouching. So it's like skin smoothing, teeth whitening, eye brightening, like glasses flare. It looked really cool. I was watching a video on it
I
yesterday.
hate that shit.
Why? Why do you hate it?
But it was great. It was all integrated into like you could just batch things.
I just don't like. I've never liked retouching.
Yeah, like the
really.
search for perfection
Like,
element.
I could get it if someone's got like
Straight
a massive
hair
angry
removal
spot
bit
on their
there.
head and
Yeah.
like it's just for that day. Like fine, but if someone's got like a mole,
Yeah.
and it's just AI get rid of your
I
face.
don't think you'd ever get rid of like.
Or like our beautiful wrinkles that me and you have on our lives don't.
I know, I
But
know
it's
what you
just like
mean.
they're part of us.
It is. It is going in the wrong
You
direction.
get rid of it like, oh, Dad, you look like you were 20 when you were 50. It's like, that's not how I look, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't believe that picture.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I was like, ooh,
Well, let's
Do you have a tinker?
Yeah.
Have you? Does it cost extra? Does it?
no.
No.
No,
All
it was all
right.
part
So you can
built
just
into it.
apply it to the set, and everyone will.
I think there were two different ways that you could do it. I think it was that you could, like, from your Lightroom catalogue, you could take out a set of photos into Aftershoot, or you could export all your JPEGs and then bring the whole lot into Aftershoot and apply from there. And you could apply to multiple images in if you wanted the same thing to be done to it.
Okay.
I was excited a portrait shoot end of last week. I've just been culling it. And I won't name the software I was using, but like they have those suggestions, and it's just like a likely pick, undesirable pick. And you're looking through because like if you pay for it, then it can cull it itself, and it's just like you were so wrong.
Yeah, they would pick the
Like,
wrong one.
The one it said was the best was one that was like in between, no emotion, anyone's face, and it's just like, why would you think this is good?
That's the one
Yeah.
that
and then
everyone likes.
and then it's like one that's like 17 out of 21, like it's almost the worst of the set, and it's just like everyone's laughing.
This is
Looks
why I
like
can't
that.
trust
How-
AI culling.
Yeah.
No.
How can you
just not
possibly
there.
think this
It
is
won't.
not the best one? Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you?
I think most
Like,
people agree that the AI culling is not the one.
I don't think it'll ever get there.
Yeah.
I can't see a way that it can ever be
It
accurate.
takes a person just looking and checking and
I'm sure it
choosing.
can.
It can get there. It will get there.
Yeah,
it's
like
just not there yet.
Just like like how impressive things like ChatGPT are to like
Yeah.
what
It
like
feels-
chatbots 5 years ago. Absolute bullshit.
But if you've got
Whereas-
like your dad in a wedding photograph, and your dad is like he's quite stern, but that's him, that's his character. It might look at that and think terrible expression.
Exactly, they
Not
don't know
including
the
it.
context of
Yeah,
things.
might be,
That's
who's
so
this grumpy,
true.
grumpy
Yeah.
dude?
if that's the only shot of him, then I'm sure
Yeah,
it would.
then it's gonna
would
pick it.
be like,
But
okay,
I always think the giving away of control is a strange one. Even if AI culling got to be pretty good, it takes a lot to be like, I'm not going to even look at any of these pictures that we shot. Let's just put it into AI, and I'm sure it'll pick the best ones. Like, there could be gold in there, and
Absolute
you'll never
gold.
see it. And
Yeah.
like that like lack of control goes through me.
And
Yeah.
also, like,
I agree.
at what point would you be able to let go? So it might get to a point where it's quite efficient, but you're still always going to think like, oh,
Yeah,
maybe
I
I need
should
to
just
go back
check.
and check. Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't ever be in that sort of space where you're like, yeah.
But maybe
nailed
that's
it.
what you do. You run it through AI culling, and then you run through the reject pile, and then you're just looking through 50,000 that hit, you know, like, but maybe you do need to go through the reject pile and just see what it got rid of.
Yeah.
In other news, we lost a wedding last night.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What, this year?
I was just going to go to bed, just check my email, and a message from bride.
Yeah, it's in a couple of months' time. They've
June,
just
I
discovered
think.
they're pregnant, and they've decided to just like.
Oh,
Yeah.
but that is cute at the same
I know.
Cute.
And
I'm,
really
I'm not
annoying,
mad.
but-
I'm
yeah.
just like, a bit bummed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally, man. Yeah.
Because like we had a couple of other inquiries for this date,
It's
and
always the
some
way,
quite
isn't
recently.
it?
Like one was in November, and I'm just like, oh,
So it's in a couple of months.
Yeah.
it's in June.
So
yeah,
it's,
so
we're
we
not
won't be
gonna
able to fill it
Yeah,
now.
we won't
I don't
rebook
think.
it.
Though we got an inquiry for start of August.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
And
Never know.
I'm assuming she's not asked for any money back.
No.
So
She's,
in the message, it was
Yeah.
like, we know, we understand we won't get our deposit back.
but it was a wedding where it was both of us filming, so it would have been quite a quite
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah. It's 2 months away. I mean, this is a good point of discussion because a lot of people will be like, you owe me money.
I
Yeah.
can't.
We
know.
don't have
And we
that
don't
in
have
our
that in a contract because I don't. It doesn't fit well with like who I am. Like, because I always think like okay, like if someone cancels the day before or the day before they're due to pay, and you're nice about it, I feel like they might then still recommend you to their friends and stuff. Like just being
I don't know,
being
it
a
feels like
nice
better
person.
karma. Yeah.
Yeah, karma. Like if you're nice to people, then hopefully the universe gives back.
I suppose it's a really tricky one, isn't it?
It is.
Because if
It
it's
is.
one, okay, fine. But
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're getting them all the time and
Yeah.
you've planned out your
Yeah.
cash flows,
I
what are you
totally
doing
get
if...
why people
Yeah.
do you'll owe the 50% of it by this date and 20% of it by this date. Because
Yeah.
we won't rebook that date, and if that happened like four
It
times
makes
in
sense,
June.
like from a business perspective,
Yeah.
absolutely to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just I
It depends on
can't.
circumstances,
But
doesn't it?
yeah, like if our circumstances change and it's just like if this starts standardly happening like 5 times a year,
Yeah.
But like
maybe it would. Because if you lost 5 weddings in a year, that would be
A significant impact.
that would be
Exactly.
yeah.
But I think it's really important to remember that, like, we are not like Barclays Bank or like a big, like corporate machine, and we get to decide and make decisions on, like business things,
Yeah.
based on what we feel is nice and it sits well with us. It's
Yeah,
like we've got
yeah.
another couple who, like, they moved their wedding once because the groom was ill, he got cancer, they moved it a year ahead when his treatment will have finished. He's absolutely fine now. Their child then got ill. There's been loads of things going on with them, and they got in touch to see. They'd originally booked one videographer, and they were saying like, oh, just wondering, would it be even possible for Laura to come as well? Like, is she available that day? That kind of thing. And like after hearing all their story, it's like, if you want me to come, I'll come. Like, it won't be any more money. We're not going to charge you
Yeah.
any more.
Yeah, because that's the joy of like running your own business. You're like, yeah,
Exactly.
you've been through enough. Like,
Exactly.
you want to give you some free shit.
Yeah.
But then they were like, no, we'll pay. So
Talking about
it's
this is
weird.
interesting because one of the things that had come up this week when I was doing my research was loosely based on this, that this photographer had a couple that had their wedding. As part of their wedding, they'd paid for an album. They'd got in touch 2 years later to say they were getting divorced. They hadn't ordered their album yet. Could they have the refund for the album that they didn't have? What would you do?
Gosh.
That
It is a tough one, isn't it? I mean,
I hate it when it was like
It's like-
2 years
it's
ago.
like, oh.
Like that one money is so spent.
I know.
You know, it's so gone that it is me just giving you 500 quid
Well,
or
it's
whatever,
really tricky
you know?
as well, because if you're getting divorced, where's the money going? Are you giving it to one person?
That's so
Because,
true.
Like, surely it needs to go
Yeah, that's
half and
so
half
true.
to each person. Like, I don't even know how it would work.
But then who paid for the wedding?
Who
the
paid-
assistance from parents? Like which parents?
Have album cut, like,
Oh, it's but then what? How would you phrase no if you decided like no, I'm not going to.
Well, I think I
how
would-
would you say that?
I think-
Yeah.
But then, like, I think
I'd want to
people
give them
need
back
to.
some, but then I don't know how it would work. I wouldn't want to give
Who
it
would
to
you
one.
be giving it to?
Yeah.
I'd maybe be inclined to say I can't refund. However, I'd be more than happy to do
a
like
shoot with
family
you.
shoot with
Yeah.
you or something
Well,
like
if they're
that.
getting divorced, why would they want a family shoot?
No, but like
She's
something.
got family still.
Other services. That's a nice way
Other-
round it
Yeah.
to be like. But then who gets the photo shoot, or do they get one each? Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it is a difficult one.
Yeah.
I think these types of things don't crop up too frequently.
No, that's
so having
unusual.
empathy is important, isn't it? Like I can think of only a handful of occasions where we've had like these cancellations close to the date.
Yeah.
So it's not
It's
like
so
it's
unusual.
a massive
Yeah.
problem in your business, is it?
Yeah.
So having that kind of human
Yeah.
empathy is important to an extent. Tricky one.
Yeah.
Because some people are just ruthless, aren't they? Like, no, contract says la-di-la, and it can be a little bit inhuman.
I just find that so difficult.
But then the contract would be the place to kind of like put stuff about albums, isn't it? If you paid for an album,
Yeah.
like it's not refundable
Maybe to
past
have-
18 months.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
in your
order it.
so long, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
But then, like, would that hold up in
What
court?
would you say? What would you say if you got that email now? What would your reply be?
I don't know.
I think we'd
it's-
give them their money back. Just
But who are you giving it to?
Yeah, I think
Whoever asked.
whoever asked, like honestly, like whatever.
Well, because that's
I
something
think
that
whatever
should-
is an
unless they're
easy
already
life
divorced,
answer.
that's
that
something they have to declare, isn't it? Like in the
Yeah.
whole process.
We had a
I
couple
think you'd
from.
see who paid. Maybe you could. I don't even know if you could look at your records from then to see where your deposit came
Yeah.
from and all that.
We had a couple from like 13 years ago getting contact.
just
We
thinking
haven't
about
we haven't
that.
ordered our album yet.
Oh
Can we
my
order our album, please?
I wonder what kind of album
And
it
it's
was.
not. We're not even the same company. That's like 3 companies
yeah.
Was it
ago.
Jorgensen? Are they even still going, Jorgensen?
know.
Yeah, I think they are.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure they'll be back in touch in another 5 years.
Where do you draw the line?
But we said, yeah, cool, like we can still do the album. However, we don't
However,
offer
there's
these
a-
anymore.
Yeah.
We offer these albums, they're more expensive, so there's be a tiny supplement to top it up
Yeah.
to this. But yeah, nothing.
People are so funny. Like leaving it for a decade and then being like,
know.
hang on, we never got our wedding album.
Oh, do you know, it
Yeah,
was
with
funny
albums,
as well.
like I just think maybe they should never be included in your package.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
'Cause
like
they end up, it
you
ends
pay
up
for
hanging
it
over you
when I order
forever.
it because, like,
Yeah.
I'm sure we've got albums that.
Yeah,
that
we have.
pay
There will
for.
be, yeah.
The email was, hi Liam, hope you're well. Just touching base on the album. We're nearly there with our choices. 10 fucking years ago.
Nearly there with us.
Yeah, they're a bit like. Do you ever sell like portrait shoe vouchers?
yes.
I
we've
just
got so
flat on
many.
refuse now.
Yeah.
Like, I
Once
just
we-
like
There's
just
so
like
many where people just
I-
have never had the
Yeah.
shoes.
Once we
we must-
sold one for over £1,000
Yeah.
and they never ever used
Never
it.
I
redeemed
hate
it.
it. I hate
I
it.
can't understand. Yeah.
We had a
It's the
couple
voucher
recently.
thing, isn't it? We've got a voucher on our fridge for a local
We've
restaurant.
got a voucher with some
Yeah.
local photographers for a family shoot that was gifted as a 40th
yeah?
birthday present. Wonder who that.
Well, let us know when you're going to book in, guys. Anytime.
You paid a lot for that.
It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tricky one.
Don't know. I think I'm with you. I'd be like, well,
Just the
maybe
easy life.
maybe not all of it. Maybe some of it. That's my gut feeling.
Yeah,
that
you
want to
like
give them some
50% of it.
Yeah,
but you
something.
need some sort. I don't know. I don't know how I would phrase saying no. It's been ages. I'm keeping it. You can't like. There's no words. For
Can you
that.
just be
Or
like,
even like,
"Didn't
I'll
see
give you
it."
half of it, but I'm not giving you the other half because I don't want to. There's no like way to say it.
There
You know what I
isn't, no.
mean?
There
Maybe I
isn't.
just ignore the email.
Yeah, just pretend you died.
Didn't see
That's an
it.
option.
I think I'd just
Went to
I'd
spam.
offer them something, but not the cash. It'd be like
Giving them an
Here's something
alternative
else.
thing is a good idea, but
Yeah.
being like, I'll swap it for an engagement shoot.
Yeah.
There is something to be said about that, actually. Like, if you did like give them great customer service, maybe they would come back and be like, "These guys for our wedding,
Exactly.
my first wedding, were great. I'm going to use them for my
Yeah,
second wedding."
yeah,
You never know.
Have you ever had a second wedding?
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you? Have we had a second? I don't think we have we?
No.
No. I've got one bride who wants to use us for her second wedding when she finds the Mr. Right.
Still looking for the man
Yeah.
that shows and the photographer.
right.
Still
Okay.
looking. It was in Spain, that wedding as well. It was cracking. It was such a good wedding, that one as well.
Oh well.
But apparently he was a dick and
Can't judge the marriage off the wedding, can you?
you can't. No.
Because like quite a few brides and grooms you follow, don't you? Like on Instagram, on Facebook, and then like years down the line, you're like, I recognise you. I don't recognise this person you with. What happened here?
Oh, when they've split
Yeah.
up. Well, what is it? What is it? 1 in 3 marriages end in divorce. It is a
think it's
high.
higher than that.
Yeah,
So we've got a lot,
it's a lot of people.
divorce clients.
Yeah,
don't we?
we will have.
Yeah.
But we get this like just the wedding day. We
Yeah.
get to know them and we're like, you'll be together forever.
Well, they're all just a few mistakes away from divorce, aren't they?
Wow.
Do you remember that one couple who split up with us and like afterwards the analytics went bonkers for about a year? So this one blog post was getting like hundreds of
Yes, I
people
do remember
every
that.
day looking at the same blog post.
I do remember that.
I'm thinking one of them is sat at home.
Yeah, writing in a forum or something. Just like
Or just
linking
looking at
to the pictures.
just looking at the
Looking at
photos, going, "Oh, my love, why did you do it to me?"
That'd be you. Anyway, moving on.
Smug much?
Go on, go on. Talk about the industry.
There were only a couple more things. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Couple more things.
Someone was after some editing advice because they had photographed a wedding in a church where the ceremony was completely lit by pink lights. But interestingly, in this thread, a few people were kind of saying, like, not giving editing advice. They were kind of saying, like, no. I'd have said in the first place, I'd have, like, told them to change the lights.
Not in a church, you won't.
I was
Well,
like,
that's still
what?
that's
I love that
that's
some
what
people
they
have
picked.
never shot a
Why
wedding and
can't I
still
view the
lazy to give
photograph?
advice.
That's a screenshot.
Oh, it's a
That's a
screenshot.
screenshot, sweet pig. That's a screenshot.
I can see part of the photograph, and I did read this post, and it was the lighting choice was down to the couple. They wanted pink lighting.
I see.
I mean,
So
you
the
can only
couple-
see a tiny bit
The
of
couple
I've seen it,
chose
yeah.
to light
Yes.
in that colour. So
Yeah.
the question is, do you say to the couple,
This is
can
unacceptable.
you make this go away, or do you just shoot it?
I think
That's
one
how
of the
they wanted it.
suggestions was not even to ask the couple, but just to go to the lighting person and be like,
switch
this
it
needs to
off.
change.
Yeah, but you can't do that in the middle of a ceremony.
We've had a lot
I
of.
know.
It's not normally a ceremony, but we've had a lot of receptions where
Receptions, yeah.
they are purple and they're lit with purple uplighters, or where the lighting crew come over and they're like, "What colour would you like all the uplighters?" And we're like, "White."
Anything but
Could it be
purple.
white? And it's like, no, it could be blue or green or pink or purple.
Yeah.
White?
Which looks.
Can it be white?
It does look shocking, but
Which is the best out of all of those? Pink, purple, green.
Pink.
pink.
Pink is the best out of those, yeah. Anything
Yeah.
with a blue
Yeah.
tint in it, no.
But they've asked the couple first, "Are you happy with this?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, smashing,
Yeah,
love it."
yeah.
So if they've
have
approved
to
it,
go with
if
it.
it shows in the
Yeah,
photos, then
you
it's
can
fine.
always fix it to an extent,
Yeah.
can't you? Even
Yeah.
if you have to go into like the separate colours in
Yeah.
Lightroom.
But you
Yeah.
don't want to kill.
If they want it to be
you don't want to kill the
pink-
pink. You
I
want
know,
it to be
but
pink.
you want to.
Yeah.
Bring it back a little bit. Yeah, but not like.
But I mean,
a
you're
lot of people want to
capturing
get rid
it
of it.
as it looks in real life, and they're looking around at their pink guests. They know it's pink. Maybe everything should just be pink.
Maybe
The
they
thing is,
love-
every
just love
single one
pink.
of their guest photos is going to be pink as well. If yours are then delivered and are
I
like,
don't know.
oh, how are they?
Yeah.
Why do these?
Phone cameras are banging for colours now, aren't they? All this kind of, because they're not
Yeah.
even the real colours. It's just
You
whatever
just
your phone
direct
decides to
master.
change everything.
Just
Direct flash.
direct
There you go.
the whole time. Boom.
You're right.
Boom,
What you're saying
boom,
there, Pete,
boom.
about the remember what's the chops on TikTok and moaning about the
Who's
photographer.
what's the chops on TikTok?
Oh, you know when
Facts.
when she was like moaning about the skin tone from the professional photographer. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
You know,
that's
and then-
Sepia bride.
Sepia bride,
bride.
and she was comparing it with phone pictures, and the skin tones on these phone pictures were bob on.
Yeah.
Sepia Bride got divorced.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
explain quite a bit.
Well, yeah,
You know,
and-
she was quite stressed
I
about the whole
think
thing. maybe.
allegedly, not factual.
Yeah,
You know.
I think with the phone cameras, it's like because it's kind of like computational photography. It's combining a load of different frames.
Yeah.
It knows what skin color is,
Yeah.
and like
So
of
what
all
you're saying
ethnicities,
is-
So just
like
take pictures on your phone.
skin color is still the same. It's just
Yeah.
like shades of darkness.
Yeah, just take it on your phone. Sorted.
So
I just think it's a slippery slope. If I start deciding what colour the light is in a room, it's like, also, you shouldn't be having the ceremony there. It should be over there where the window is. You know, like, it's like, where do you draw the line on how much you're being
Yeah.
Beyonce, the photographer, and just demanding that they make it pretty for you? If they want it to look like that, they want it to be in the corner of a dark room, and they want to be lit by a pink light, then that is on them, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
yeah,
I think with
It's
this
only a
sort of
small
thing,
part of the day as well, you know.
I think to
Yeah.
conclude with that sort of thing, they confirmed the pink lighting. Like they must have. Like a lighting company isn't going to be like, fuck it, I'm just going to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
They would have run it past the couple.
I think
they would
I
have.
don't know. I don't think couples know enough about. I wouldn't know enough if someone said to me, "Well, what colour do you want your lights?" I'd be like, "I don't know. Whatever you recommend. You're
Yeah.
the professional.
Exactly.
I'll just go
Okay.
with you."
I think the most I would possibly do would be to talk to one of the couple and be like,
Yeah, happy with that.
did you guys want it to be pink just because that will, it will look like that in your photos, like that'd be the most I would do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we worry about it too much. You know, really, there don't need to be that many photos from a ceremony.
Totally
Like,
agree.
how many do we really need?
Yeah.
How many did the couple really want? Are we maybe overshooting it a little bit? Like,
Yeah. Do a black and white version of each one as well. You could, couldn't you, if it was crazy light? So they've got options.
yeah.
What else has happened then?
Okay, last thing on the agenda.
last thing.
Apparently, there are far less referrals in groups this year.
Yes.
Apparently, it's reminiscent of
I noticed that.
2008.
We said
People
it.
I remember what
are
happened in
people just
2008, but-
gatekeeping their referrals? Are they not getting any
This is-
inquiries?
yeah.
Maybe, or less inquiries.
Or do they have little direct groups
Yeah.
that
Are
they're
they like,
referring out
I
to?
just send
Yeah.
it to these people? I think it's
Well,
that.
I noticed that from a few years ago that everyone now is in little WhatsApp groups.
Spin-off groups.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then it used to be kind of bigger groups, isn't it?
There's
But-
so
but now
many
there's just
people
loads of-
though.
So many
if
people.
you put in a group, a photography group or a videography group, I've got this referral, let me know if you're free.
Yeah.
900,000
Masses.
people, most of which you've never met, will
Put
put
their
their
names
link
down.
in and
Yeah.
Yeah.
can you recommend people
Also,
you've never met?
I think that it must be quite overwhelming for couples if they've inquired with, say, 10, 15 people, and then out of those 10, 15 people, you've got 10 of them giving you back recommendations of like, no, sorry, I'm not available, but here, look, check out these. It's
Yeah,
like,
like a massive
you've suddenly
list
got like 100 recommendations
yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the old referral thing. I see it still going on in groups, and it really pisses me off.
Oh,
Where,
why?
no, like let's say
He's
someone,
got thoughts.
no, someone puts a referral in. 10 people put the name down. An hour later, the photographer put the referral and goes, "Gonna close it now, guys. All sent. Thank you very much."
But that's fair enough.
It's like, whoa. What if someone in that group also got that inquiry?
Oh, okay, I
And
see.
It's only in there for an hour. Then
Yeah.
this photographer's then sent another 10 names. It's fucked it up for the other guy who got that referral from his own marketing, and now it's just scuppered that photographer's chances. It's not good.
I mean, I
Don't
hadn't
like it.
thought of it like that.
Yeah. But then, that used to be kind of the
But
rules
you don't
in
have a
smaller
right
referral
to the
groups,
inquiry,
didn't it?
you know, if other people have got the inquiry. It's not
In
like
effect,
just
though,
The people did used to respect that, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
They'd
think
be like, I've had this inquiry. People are like, okay,
Now it's a feeding frenzy.
it's just counterproductive. We should all be supporting each other. And if one photographer's got that inquiry from their own marketing, and then another 10 people have also got it from doing nothing, it's like that doesn't
I
sound.
mean, not
seem
nothing.
right.
They put their name down and their
Doesn't
links to
seem
their
right.
website. And
I would be really annoyed. I mean, it has happened to me in the past, and people have done it who I'm friends with, so I can't mess them and say, "You dickhead, what have you done?" But
course you can.
it does annoy me a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why people are sticking to these WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we've had more occasions, not very often, but where we've had an inquiry come in and we're already booked and we've made the decision between us. Like normally we would refer them on, but we've made the decision of like, oh no, let's just not recommend anybody for that one specifically. Can't remember any exact examples, but it makes sense at the time.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Sometimes I don't refer people if it's, say if it's like an inquiry from a planner or something, and I know the planner will send them a list of videographers. And I'm like, it's a bit weird for me to then like, here's another list,
Yeah.
I want to keep with this planner and not override their choices.
Yeah.
We used to refer quite a lot, but then you just don't hear back from the people that you're the bride and groom.
Yeah.
You'll send like this
Right.
list, and then it's quite rare. We used to hear back.
Like 95% of the time I do send like a list of people, but I no longer ask people if they're free first.
No, we just pick at random.
I just send,
Yeah, that's
I've got
a good way
a
of
list of videographers that we refer.
Yeah.
And then like people like if someone refers us, and like a video, the couple says who's they've referred, then we might be like, okay, I might put them on the list. And if similarly, if we never get a referral from people that we've referred loads of weddings to, then take them off the list.
I love it when we get a referral though. It really makes me happy. You know,
Yeah.
when you
So
read an
nice.
email from someone, it's like so and so recommended you. It's like,
Yeah.
I
So
find
nice,
it
isn't it?
really.
Yeah, it is nice.
Well, I think it's worth a lot. If they're inquiring with someone and they're getting this, like, especially if it is personal and they say, oh, you've got to book these guys. These guys are
I
so
think that's
good.
it. Maybe recommending just one person,
Yeah.
being like, these are the guys, rather than a
Yeah.
whole list of people.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
not a long list. I think that is not a good.
Yeah.
That's worth nothing, isn't
Yeah.
it? Being one of 20 people on a list. But being one of like 2
Yeah.
would be good.
Small referral.
Yeah.
We used to have a
You can
nice
take
group.
it. You can take it, because we used to do that, refer one or two, and then the people that were referred to stopped referring us, and then you're a bit like, oh,
Yeah, that does hurt.
when they, because like they're trying to appeal to like a different market, so they're referring photographers they want to get in with, which is fine.
Yeah.
But, it is a bit like,
It needs to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, it should be reciprocal, shouldn't it? Or it's
Yeah.
pointless.
Yeah.
but then
Back in
that's.
the,
I mean, is
but-
that too needy? I don't know. It seems.
I don't know. Going back to
It's
these
a weird
are our
sense
businesses
of
and we
fairness,
can make
though,
it
isn't it?
up.
You have like that because like if you refer someone, they don't owe you referrals back, but
No.
also in your mind they fucking do. It's
yeah.
they don't. You don't own them because
If
you
you
referred
sent
to
them,
them.
if you put them down 20 times,
Yeah.
and no one has ever been in touch with you that says that they referred them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like people drop off the list because
Yeah, I
there's
think
a
that's
few like
fine.
videographers
suppose-
that we've referred loads to, and they're like, "Oh, thanks for this." But then, like, if over the course of 5-6 years you've
You're not getting
never
back.
got a referral back,
Yeah.
at some point
Yeah.
you're just like, "Don't think they refer us."
Yeah.
Or they're not
No.
getting in the inquiries.
yeah, they're
You
right. They're
never
not
know.
getting
It might just-
inquiries,
yeah.
or they have
Yeah.
a list of 3 people that they always recommend.
But that's the thing. Yeah, I just think like some people are in with other people. It's there's little groups, aren't there? Groups within
We
groups.
don't have a group.
We used to,
People-
back in the olden days, Pete.
people hate
we
us
had the
now?
Northern Awesomes, remember?
Oh yeah.
The Northern Awesomes.
Yeah.
It was a group that I set up, referral group, and it was small,
Yeah.
and it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was good.
It was productive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should
Dead
bring that
now.
back.
You should restart.
Yeah.
We've all gone in different directions,
Does anyone
different
want to
styles.
be in?
Who was in it?
It'll be a WhatsApp
Me.
group, and Liam will never reply.
Me.
He never replies.
He'll never
to
reply.
WhatsApp.
But 3 days later, he'll be like, "Oh, I had that inquiry too." And you're
Yeah.
like, 3 days ago, mate.
No, I remember who was in it. It was me, you, Neil,
Yeah.
Redfern, Byre,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, me,
Yeah.
Then he buggered off
Then he
to
left. Yeah.
Ireland.
to Ireland.
God, this was a long
Oh, and
time
years ago, Martin Crombie.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
That's a
long
blast from the
ago.
past.
Yeah. Oh, those days were good.
It was so easy. Inquiries flying out.
It was. Daily.
You take it. No, you take it. You have it.
I've had 7 for that day, so you have a few. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, there probably are less inquiries floating around, aren't there? That's the
Yeah.
Yes.
synopsis
And I
of
think
this.
big groups, no, don't even bother putting your name down in a big group.
Don't.
Because it's, stick to, they start a little one.
Yeah. You know when when a referral goes in and there's like 30 names down, who are the people who are then like, oh, I can see 30 names down, I'm going to stick them. How would you do it?
No one's doing
I'm going to be number 31.
But then I still really...
Because you know that the people that are, are receiving this list of... They're not sending everyone.
No.
But then I still love seeing
They're looking out
a
for their
referral.
mates that reply and then are going to send their mate.
I still think it's nice to see a referral in a group,
I do as well.
It buoys
you?
me
Oh,
because
what?
it makes me think other people are getting inquiries.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
And if I didn't ever see an inquiry,
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, oh God.
But then,
are
like
we
I said,
all-
I don't ask people.
There's someone at our door.
Is this your
Running
answer
machine.
It? Answer it.
it.
Answer it. Get your
Tell them to
treadmill.
put it. tell them
Because
to
you
put
need
it
a special
outside.
code.
Should we move on to our highs and lows?
Let's.
Yeah.
Who wants to go?
I know you've got one.
Ooh.
If it's still there when we get back home.
What is it?
Your new running machine.
Oh,
Now you're a professional runner.
that's not really my high.
Okay, what's your
But okay, there are so many highs.
Runners' highs.
Runners' highs.
Those endorphins.
I'm an athlete now, guys. Been doing couch to 5k, and I'm a bit obsessed. So it started off with Monday Run Club with Betty because she wanted something to replace her Monday gymnastics, and then I became quickly obsessed and was doing 3 runs a week, and now I've got a running machine.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You're doing really well. You're enjoying it. Because you've always hated running and you thought you
Yeah.
weren't very good at it. And now you're like, I can't wait to go running.
I don't know. Do you not remember our family run times?
Yeah, we did couch 5k about 5-6 years ago, didn't we? Both of us.
This is the thing, though. You get into running, you're like, actually, this is quite fun.
Yeah.
Then you stop for whatever reason and completely forget.
So the running itself, I mean, quite hard.
Yeah.
But the feeling afterwards,
Yeah.
I really, really do love that euphoric feeling afterwards of like, I feel so
That's
happy
the
right
addictive
now.
bit. The feeling of smug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
But it's, so many highs. I loved our Easter Sunday where
Yeah.
we
Same.
went
Yeah.
and rolled eggs in Rivington, went
Yeah.
for a long walk, went to the brewery for burgers. Also, another Easter high, went to the Tower of London with my mum and Betty, and one of the beef eaters came and collected us from the end of like an hour and a half queue, and without saying anything just escorted us. I was like, oh God, have we done something wrong? But took us to the front of the queue and like opened up the
The life of celebrity.
rope
you know?
to let us in the front.
Did you not have a load of people looking at you? Look at those people out
Yeah.
pushing in. This isn't fair.
I mean, I don't think we were being escorted, you know? We were obviously very important people.
Yeah, but Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby were escorted too.
Just wandered in.
Yeah.
So true.
There was a backlash.
Anyway, it was super cool. Loved it.
Have you got a low? Is it all just highs?
Have I got a low? I've got a very sore elbow. That is my
Tennis
low.
elbow. She's been running and now she's got a sore elbow.
What about
No
your
one knows
cracky shoulder?
Oh no, that I've had that for decades.
Okay.
What do you do? Sorry, I now have to check that the window cleaner is not stealing our running
Because they
machine.
do come with a van,
When was the
don't
last
they?
time you paid the window cleaner?
I paid the window cleaner
How did you pay him?
online.
Oh, online.
I love that you know nothing about this. Just-
Our window cleaner's not been back in years.
No, we need a new window.
Because he
I'm-
pretended he cleaned out the gutters, and we kind of were like, "Oh, when are you coming to do the gutters?" He's like, "I did it,"
didn't.
No.
and because we have a camera,
Lies.
and it's just like. So I accepted his lie. I was just like, "Okay, we're doing this, are we? I give you £100, you do nothing."
Yeah.
And then, no, he's never come back since.
Well,
So he
rogue.
knew, didn't he? He
I think
knew.
he knew.
Rogue trader.
I'm glad that you're on it, because when it gets posted through, I look at it and go, oh, whatever. Cup of tea, little thing comes through.
Never
Much
sort that out
like
later.
all of our life admin. Yes, I sort it out.
Blah, blah, blah.
Your window cleaner wants money again.
Yes, that's my low. Really poorly elbow.
Ouchie.
Fair.
Yeah.
My high is the last pod, I think, we were just about to plaster the wall. Do you remember?
Oh.
And it was like, oh yeah, whatever. Need to watch a few YouTube videos. Plastered the wall. Done.
Laura's a
Nailed it.
builder now.
Expert.
I'm a workman now.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
that's Laura's side hustle now. Anyone need any plastering done? Yeah.
Lorraine was trying to get me to do her haul yesterday.
8 foot.
It is 8 foot
8
high.
foot high.
Oh,
That might
Did you
be
get
a
your
little
rollie out,
beyond
like,
me? Yeah. Oh, it's
a
going to
big
cost
job.
you love.
It's a big job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What should I learn next on YouTube? I feel like you can learn anything, you know?
Yeah. I'm
Brick
very
Lane.
impressed.
You want to do Brick Lane, didn't you?
Cabinetry. I think you should become a kitchen cabinet maker.
My granddad
Cabinetry.
was a cabinet maker.
There you go, it's in your genes.
I know.
It's in your
I'd
genes,
love
yeah.
to do that.
What,
Imagine if I
blacksmiths?
made a cupboard.
Aren't there a lot of blacksmiths in your
A lot of
family?
blacksmiths, yeah.
Yeah.
Blacksmiths.
Ironwork.
Do you need blacksmiths nowadays? What?
I don't know.
Hang
It's
on a
probably
minute,
quite
guys.
niche.
Oh yeah, I think
Hang on a
everyone's into
minute.
I
that.
could make stuff out of iron.
Laura can
That was
pasta.
that was my stepdad's job.
I can plumb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pete, you're very
building.
techie and intelligent, so
True.
electrician.
Yes.
B,
Kill us all.
I'm useless.
I
Can
once
we
changed
start-
a plug socket
I
and
am-
like turned off the wrong fuse at the box.
I
so
am
I just
very
touched
strong.
it.
You never killed yourself.
I am
though.
like a
You are strong, yes.
workhorse.
Yeah, true.
Very strong.
we can start our own building firm.
Tiny but
Can
mighty.
you get that cast iron radiator from upstairs?
Yes,
Yeah.
I could.
Me and Liam was
Maybe
just
we
like, no,
do
we
need
will
to.
die.
We can get it downstairs. You know, that would be good.
Well, come on, guys, let's start our own building firm. How hard can it be?
Is that what the name is? How hard can it be?
How hard can it be?
Bish, bash, ball.
Do you have a low, Laura?
I don't think I have a low. I've had a really nice few weeks. Like the Easter
Well,
holidays
you live
were
with
cool.
me, so I mean, your life is just pure bliss,
Just
isn't it?
joy.
Yeah, just joy.
It's actually been really nice, and yeah, I feel excited to do work again. No, I'm in a good place, you know.
Good.
Anyone else got a high?
I think weddings starting again would be my high.
You were so nervous.
So nervous, like, and not just like the morning of or the night before. Like, I was nervous from like Tuesday
Yeah.
before a Saturday wedding. You were just like feeling it, like,
Yeah.
oh God, do I remember how to do my job? Will I fuck it all up?
There's more to it with video, though, isn't there?
But it's the same, like
It's the pressure.
It would be the same with pictures as well, and you're just like, oh God,
I
this
was
is,
like-
this is the one time, the one chance.
Yeah. I
This
was
wedding's
like,
never gonna happen again.
you need to go and watch lots of film school. Just
Yeah.
refresh your knowledge.
I know.
But it all came back to you. Did you have a moment when you were like, oh my God, what do I
No.
do with this wire?
No.
No, you're
Does it
absolutely
go in
fine.
there?
You
I
know
don't
how
know.
it goes.
I
You
know,
shit in your pants, you get there, you start, and you're like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah, it's just the
This is
nerves. Like, it's the expectation you put on yourself, isn't it? You're like,
Yeah.
like when you go into a wedding, you need to get good stuff. You can't just turn up and point a camera at something. Like, you're like, I need to have thought.
I need
something.
genius.
I need
Genius.
Pretty.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, man. It shows that you care. You know, it's, if you were like, whatever, I'm Peter Lawson, you know, I've won all the awards, swanning on
mate.
in there with a massive head.
No,
Wouldn't have worked, would it?
No,
No,
you're going to
that
go
would-
in crying.
crying.
Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry. But anyway, the high was that like the weddings have
Killed it.
started.
It was fine.
Did it?
And you're
like,
good.
You
and
liked it, didn't you?
I enjoyed
It was
it.
good.
I enjoyed the wedding. I loved the people. It was lovely working with Lucy and Amy, the second shooter.
They said they loved your energy, so you must not have cried.
But I think that's part of it. That's where it's just like would be the slightest compliment.
You're like, oh my God.
Even if they say that to everyone, I'm just like, oh, you know, like yeah. So I'm feeling, you know, a
Capable.
little bit like raring to go. Like I
Yeah.
can do this.
Hit me. Will you be sick before the next wedding, though? You will. You'll still be nervous.
I think it'll take me until yeah,
Like
end
September?
of May. End of May, I think, because the weddings in May are constant, aren't they?
Yeah.
So like by the end of the month, I reckon I'll only feel a bit sick
The day before, not
on
the week before.
the drive to the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got a low? Is that your low?
Is that my low as well? No, I don't have a low. No, I'm good.
Positive vibes.
Everything's good. Everything's fine.
The people cancelling, I guess that is up.
Yeah, actually, yeah, people
that's
cancel. I
a
haven't even
shame.
replied to them yet.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to reply. It was only like late
Yeah,
last
that's a
night, wasn't
bummer.
it?
That is a bummer.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, they're having a baby. That's exciting.
Oh, yeah, that's good for them, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll get a week off. You know, we'll probably love that in June.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
It will be nice.
What's your high, Liam?
I had a really nice time at Tom Biddle's wedding. It
Yeah.
was just a really like party wedding. Like Tom is a very popular guy. Like he had lots of friends. I think he had like 10 groomsmen as well.
Oh, wow.
And then Katie had like 9 bridesmaids.
Oh, wow.
And it was just like a really kind of like, it was a friend kind of focused wedding and great music and sat us with all the guests, lovely people that we were sat with. Just had a really good time. It was really good fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, lots of laughs. And then, yeah, our Easter day out to the brewery.
Yes.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Just perfect weather, lovely food. I even quite enjoyed the F1 as well.
Yeah, it wasn't boring, was it?
I enjoyed just
Yeah.
spending time with all of you guys, and
Aw.
it was just nice.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
felt good, you know.
Yeah.
Low. Fucking hell, let me think. Buying a very expensive flight. I won't say where, but it was buying a very expensive
Why are
flight.
flights
Flights are so
expensive?
expensive.
And
Yeah.
when they're like, if you're going to Bali, fine, you expect it to be dead
Yeah.
expensive. But
Yeah,
if you're
it's
going
gone
to
crazy.
Paris
You're
going to
or Spain,
Europe.
or
Madness.
like
Yeah.
why are they so expensive?
It has gone really expensive for flights. And we do a lot of destination weddings, so it's like, oh, damn. I remember the day where you could, like, 500 quid would get you your flight, your hire car, and your accommodation
Yeah.
to
Days are
Europe.
gone.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Hire cars as well, so expensive now.
Yeah, it's £500 just for a hire car for 3
Yeah.
days.
It is hard to make money at a destination wedding, isn't it?
is.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help that I've got this fucking huge underwater camera, so I do need, like, a large checked-in
Dipshit.
bag.
Yeah.
And it's I'm of this kind of like, my equipment is more than 20 kilograms.
Yeah.
But it's no more than 23.
Oh.
So
So you have to
like,
get the big
I need to
bag.
get the big bag, yeah, which like
You don't find
ramps
so
it up.
annoying.
You don't find a cheap waterproof camera.
Yeah, I think you
Film
should ditch
one.
it.
I reckon.
No.
No,
One,
the
it'll
amount
have
of
like
editing.
splash branding on the
The amount of
side.
editing that I do on these files, you could not.
yeah.
You
You
really
need it to
need a
be
raw
good.
file.
Yeah.
You do,
Okay.
so,
I'm bringing out a lot of like underwater.
yeah.
detail.
Yeah.
Just
like-
kill it. You've shot underwater now. Kill it.
I
Do
love
something
it.
else.
Well, I could try and figure out something, but I really enjoy doing it. It's really
Fuck it, it's
fun.
over. It's done. Bye-bye.
No one's interested anyway. They're all like floofing about now, aren't they? And-
Floofing about.
Right, I need to go and rescue my running machine from the rental.
the-
So this is over. We're
All
done.
the
Oh, it's
fellas
over.
still.
Is it? Okay, right, it's done.
It's over. We're going. All right. Bye-bye. Okay.
I mean,
Bye.
could we ask people maybe to, like us
We did
on...
that earlier.
Yeah, done.
We did it earlier.
You do it again though. Go for it.
No, fuck off.
Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Fuck off.
Do it.
Don't even bother. We already did it. Ever.
Sorry, my running machine.
Leave us a review. I don't know, stuff like that.
Okay, fine. Yeah, they can leave us a review.
Yeah, that would be
Mate.
really
That
nice.
would
We
be
do
nice.
love it. And whenever we
Yeah.
get a nice message, it is heartwarming, and we do share it about. And we're like, look at this.
Yeah.
We can
Sorry,
read out a message if you want. We got one recently.
Did we?
Did we?
Messages.
Have
from
you been reading
listeners?
messages
No,
again?
they
and
sent
not
it to us. Sorry, not Blossoms. It was,
Motherfuckers.
who was it from? It was really nice. Where's the message?
Someone sent us a message saying about something was their favourite podcast. Wasn't ours.
ours?
Wasn't ours. No, it was Rue's podcast.
Oh.
They're like, that's cool.
I love
thanks.
Rue though. It's one of my favourite podcasts, the
favourites
Coda
as well, yeah,
podcast.
Coda,
He's just such a
yeah.
good in. He's like Louis Theroux. He gets to the core. It's good.
We were on
Good
that
interviewer.
wedding videographer podcast as well, weren't we?
We were.
Yeah, that was good.
That was really
Enjoyed
fun.
that. Yeah.
So many lovely podcasts now.
Shall I read this one out then?
Please
it's
do.
it's from Emma Boyle, and she wrote to us and said, "Just want to say I have followed your work for years on my wedding page. When I did weddings, I now do branding and commercial, and you guys have always stood out to me as the most creative and talented photographers. I was just listening to the podcast and want to say that I absolutely love it, but also love your honesty in this week's pod. It's not often people talk so openly when you are sat alone editing or trying to market your business. You often feel like everyone else in the world is smashing it. Your honesty is a breath of fresh air.
Oh.
Keep doing what you're doing. You are 100% the best in the business. Emma, thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
How lovely is that?
I love
So nice.
Aw.
So nice.
So yeah, more of
Yeah,
that.
if you want to send us a message like that, in that sort of vein,
Yeah, so no, we don't appreciate any constructive
just
feedback.
anything we've done to change your lives, make it better.
Makes us feel good.
I just love that anyone listens to this, because whenever anyone says like, "Oh, I really like the pod," I'm like, "Oh my god!" It's like I forget that people can hear
I forget
it.
all the time when I'm oversharing.
Oh,
Yeah, you do
Amazing.
overshare. Right. Yeah.
I've got some pipes to do, so let's go.
right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.